Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. When I was walking through my house this morning, I was like, what am I going to do a video on today? And the message, it was like, it just screamed at me of relax. Just relax. Stop trying to figure everything out. Stop trying to make anything happen. And this is for you guys too. You know, we get so caught up in what am I supposed to do? How's it supposed to work? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And everything I get is, now, like I said, today, it was like screaming at me, just relax. Just relax. And not that I'm wound up about anything, but I do have my moments where it's like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing with my channel? What am I supposed to be doing in life? You're here to enjoy, is what just came through. You're here hold on. You're here to anchor the light and channel divine wisdom through you. And that's not just me, that's everybody. You know, however you do this, because you are divine. You are the divine. And when you get your human out of the way, yes, your human is here to experience this existence. But now we're in a time where you're here to relax and enjoy the experience and channel the divine through you. Let God, source, whatever you call the ultimate, let it create and play through you. And it's just enjoy. There is no figure it out. You trying to figure it out is where your stress is coming from. And I say that because I know this. You know, not only are they telling me this now, but I know that when I try to figure things out, that's when stress comes in. That's when I get in the way. I allow my human to get in the way of creating and just enjoying the experience. You know, we went to look at a house the other day, and you know, it's like, okay, you find a house you think you like, and okay, I had to pause for a moment and I completely forgot what I was talking about, other than relax. I remember that crystal clear. So every time I get in my head, and that's where your stress comes from. That's where you get in the way of divine alignment. And if you think about it, it's like I see this gate that just closes. You know, because this is your crown chakra. This is where you're connected to divine. This is where you're connected to your higher self, right? Well, when you get in your head and you start thinking, I don't want to say you break that connection, but you are closing the gate because you're not allowing the divine to flow through you and come to your heart, which is where the center of all creation is. The center of, I hear the universe, is in your heart. because your heart is love. And that is the essence of everything. So open that gate. Stop trying to think about it. Stop trying to figure it out, and allow the divine to flow through you. Breathe that light into your heart. Breathe. Just envision that light coming from the source of all that is, straight down through your crown all the way to your heart. Now, what I will tell you, if you have not, if your bottom chakras are not open and aligned, you need to work on those first. Because everything meets in your heart. And your bottom chakras are what kind of like rule you. What I'm getting is your bottom 1, 2, 3, your bottom 3 chakras, 4, 6, yeah, your bottom 3 chakras. I had to think about it a second. Are what rule you. You're human. The top 3 are your divine self. This rules the lower part of you. Your human, your ego, all of that. From your crown chakra down, that is your divine self. And they both connect in your heart. So if you have not adjusted your divine can come in all day long. And it does come in all day long. But again, the connection is not severed, but it's like a gate that's closed. And the information can't get to the rest of you because you're letting the lower part of you control you. And you're not even hearing this part. Because the lower part is running your brain. It's because it's you, it's your ego, it's your physical existence. So when you get that in alignment, and I spent a lot of time working on my chakras. And this is not something I've talked about before. So why it's coming up today is because whoever is listening to this, you need to hear this. And it applies to me too. So I'm not pointing a finger at you. But again, you have to work on and clear, open, align your bottom 3 chakras, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plex chakra. And they all have different things. They all have a different purpose. Just like your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. They all have a different purpose. There's 3 up and 3 down, and they meet in the heart. And when they can flow, that's where the love, the light it's like bringing extension cords together to a light. And when that energy flows, the light gets bright. If the energy is not flowing correctly, the light is dim. You're living in fear. You're living in worry. You're living in stress or anger or any of the lower frequency things are driven by your lower chakras. Your higher frequency things are driven by your upper chakras. And yes, your lower chakras control your brain. That's your human that tries to understand things, tries to analyze things, tries to figure things out. Because when you're trying to figure things out, and this is coming through now, okay? Because when you're trying to figure things out, it's coming from lack or fear or lack of faith, lack of trust, lack of knowing. Which is all your root chakra. Your fears and worries and all of that comes from your root. So then your brain goes into, well, now I need to figure this out because I don't have money. I don't have a job. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know where I'm supposed to live. How am I supposed to make this happen? How's this going to work? Why am I in this relationship? Why am I here? Why is, it's your brain. It is and it's 11:55 as I say that. Well, now it's 12. My timer. But when you quiet that and you control your ego from a place of, it doesn't matter. If you're not happy, change it. And trust the divine timing of everything. And trust the divine everything. Because when you're tied to your higher self, you're allowing your higher self, God, source, to guide you. So if you're in a place of worry, or you're in a place of trying to figure it out, work on your lower 3 chakras. Figure out what it is. And I'm not a master on this. I have read books. I have intuitively cleared these things. But work on those things. So you open the connection to your heart. Because source is constantly streaming through you. The energy is constantly coming through you to your heart. It's whether you hear it or not. And you're not going to hear it if your bottom 3 chakras are controlling you. They're controlling your ears. They have blocked off the communication between you and source. So you're not getting clear messages. Did I expect this video to go this way today? No. But again, it comes back to relax. You can't relax if you're living in your bottom 3 chakras. It is impossible. Because you're allowing the lower frequency stuff to control you. And relax is not in there in any way, shape, or form. Relax comes from here, not here. Relax comes from here. So I'm here to help you. If this makes any sense to you, even if it doesn't, if it gave you an aha moment, if it resonates with you, if you're like, oh, well, no wonder. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and, I want everybody to live in alignment. That is where you get heaven on earth. Because when you live in alignment, you can live from a place of love. And I mean, this morning, I still have my moments, yes, where I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do with my channel? What is my purpose? And every single time I get relaxed and trust the process. So I just let it go. Because I have that channel. I can still think about it. But I hear source. I hear my higher self say, relax, let it go. Whereas before, I wouldn't have heard that. It wouldn't have even come in because the volume below would have outweighed the volume from the top. It's like a stereo system. You have two speakers. They're going this way. Your speaker down here, when things aren't in line, your speaker down here is louder than your speaker up here. Each speaker is playing a different part of the music. That's how stereo works. You're hearing the lower part when you come from fear and worry and all that kind of stuff. You're listening to the lower part more than you can even hear the upper part. So your balance is shifted to the lower speakers. Once you clear the connection there, it allows the balance to come more in line. And you hear the speaker up here. And when you're listening to both speakers, that's when the beauty of the music of your life comes through. It is, and I just hear orchestrated. That is when things are just orchestrated to work out for you, to flow for you, because you're in harmony, you're in balance. You are hearing both speakers, which complement each other. You're not allowing one to control you over the other one because they're equally as important. You're supposed to have a continual flow. It's like a torrid field. Your energy goes up and around and up and around and up and around. But when that's broken, it's not, it's fragmented. It's not a flow. So balance your speakers. I'm telling you, the analogies that my higher self and God and source and my angels and the divine images that I get are crazy. I love it. So anyway, if your balance adjuster is too far, if it's too far down, you're not going to hear the upper ones. You can't adjust it too far to the right because there's a block in there. because the connection is frayed. It's not severed. It's never severed. It's just frayed. And it's not flowing the way it should. So anyway, I hope I didn't just blow your brain. Anyway, I love you guys. Relax. Get to a place where you can just relax. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter anything. Just go with the flow. So anyway, I send you so much love. I send you so much light. Enjoy your music. Enjoy your creation. You're creating this tune. Enjoy it. So I send you so much love, and we will talk soon.